About 40% of Americans suffer from digestive health issues, and research shows gut health is not just about digestion, it plays a vital role in overall wellness.
Joining us today is Margaret Brown, Senior Director of Care Management at Priority Health.
Hi, Margaret. Thank you for being here with us.
Thanks for having me.
So I think people often underestimate how much of their overall health is linked to the gut. Even if you don't have obvious digestive symptoms, your gut could still be out of balance. So how do you know if you have an unhealthy gut? What are the signs?
Great question. So let's just kind of start with the basics. So when we're talking about the gut, we're referring from everything from your mouth all the way down to your large intestine to where you release your waste. So as you mentioned, about 1 in 4 Americans live with the gastrointestinal condition today. So we're looking at signs and symptoms such as diarrhea, constipation, bloating. And so we know that the gut is such a critical component to our overall health, meaning that it helps to contribute to how we balance our emotions. It also contributes to how well we're able to fight off and combat different diseases.
What is the gut-brain connection? How does that impact us as well?
That's a great question. So gut-brain connection, kind of think of it as a bidirectional system where your gut and your brain need to have really good communication with each other. So if your gut is feeling off, so if you're feeling those symptoms again of diarrhea, bloating, constipation, inflammation, you might find that your gut is actually sending signals to your brain wherein you may experience anxiety or depression. You might even also experience some cognitive function deficits as well. You may see where you have trouble with your memory, decision making, or even feel a little bit of brain fog. So making sure that there's a clean connection between the two is really what we're going for.
So what affects our gut health? What triggers that?
Absolutely. So your diet is probably one of the most important things that impacts your overall gut health. So when we talk about what we're putting in our mouth, so foods that are perhaps high in being processed or high in sugar can really harm our gut, and it can set off our what we call our microbiome. So instead, we want to really look for fruits or for foods such that are high in fiber. So your fruits, your vegetables, your beans, your legumes, looking for fermented foods as well that you can find in yogurt. So really trying to look for what can we actually feed or consume that allows us to have a healthy gut. One of the other things that we want to look for is just how well are we managing our stress levels. So chronic stress can also negatively impact how healthy our gut is, and it can often lead to increased inflammation. So again, that feeling of something's not just quite right, and I'm beginning to have some of those other symptoms that I mentioned before. So the bloating, the diarrhea, the constipation.
Yeah, you talked about it, and I think you answered a good deal of this question in response when it's really about the kind of food that we eat. That's the major thing that impacts. But are there other external factors, and or are there other things that we can take that will help us with our gut health?
Absolutely. So when we talk about what else we can take, one of the things really as a clinician that I would first recommend is always start with your primary care physician, because there might be medications, if warranted, depending on the severity of your symptoms, that you will need to help get your gut back to being in a regular function. So outside of the foods, so consuming foods, your fruits, your vegetables, your yogurts, your fermented milk even, some simple foods, even like garlic and onions, can be good for you as well. Other things that can contribute to a healthy gut: drinking plenty of water, especially during this time of year. So making sure that you are getting in plenty of good hydration, not too much caffeine, not too much high fructose or high sugar drinks, but plenty of water. And then, always back to the basics, plenty of physical activity. Walking can also help to be very positive for maintaining a healthy gut, as well as getting adequate amounts of sleep.
All right, thank you so much. Hey, we got that right.
Yeah,
plenty of water right here, Margaret
Our water
Brown.
is sitting right there.
Margaret Brown, thank you for being here with us.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.